Welcome back again, everyone, for another episode of Comedy, Luxembourg's finest metal podcast. We are doing part 2 of the best records of 2025 so far. Obviously, the year is not over yet. Again, we've been showered in amazing records from May till August because we did part 1 when we were still 3 of us. So I'm going to share which ones I picked out of the mass of metal madness that we got between May and end of August. Quite an interesting mix, to be fair. I mean, don't get me wrong, I definitely missed out some records or have not gotten the chance to listen to all of them that piqued my interest. But at least I have a few here. Again, this is not in any particular order. I might do that maybe end of the year, because as anyway, part 3 is still like coming end of the year with, again, probably not a top 10 or top 15 kind of mix. Maybe I'll share that later on, really at the end of the year. So we'll see what happens. But anyway, I mean, I have to start with the obvious pick, for me at least, Sleep Token, released even in Arcadia on the 9th of May. I mean, Sleep Token is ruling the metal scene right now, even though some really don't appreciate Sleep Token. I'm gonna be honest here, at first I was not a big fan, but I think latest would take me back to Eden, and this record, it's alternative, it's post-metal-ish, it's progressive as hell, it's kind of trip-hop as well. There's a hip-hop beats, that's rap. As most of you know by now, Sleep Token definitely is a name to be reckoned with. They know how to fill stadiums, and I appreciate them for that, because even in Arcadia is, to me, one of the standout records of this year. And yeah, we'll see if it ends up in my top 10 or top 15 or top 20, whatever. But chances are very high. This record is still like continuously playing in my playlist. By chance, I've missed this. Another big one I was definitely not expecting. But I talked about this band in particular before already. There's a band called Olhava. It's an atmospheric black metal band from Russia. And one of the guys, Andre, he has several solo projects like Reverb on Repeat, Trina, and so on. And this guy released a record called Before the Years with like a solo project named Remaining Warmth. If you know me, I like my freaking long songs that like sometimes reach 20 minutes of length. And this is right up that alley, man. This is black gaze and atmospheric and really like monotonous, but I don't know, it just has some therapeutic values to me, and I really enjoy listening to this record in particular. I might even say this is probably better than most of the Olhava records I've listened to so far, so let me know what you think. In any case, check out Remaining Warmth, a definite standout for me between May and August. We move on. I mean, Slow Crush released a record. Of course it had to end up on this list. What do you expect? I'm a big Slow Crush fan. I like my post-metal, shoegaze, kind of grungy, post-rock kind of touch, and Slow Crush was, for this particular genre, was like my first real love. I fell in love with this band, with the record Glow. Ease, the EP before that, is amazing. Hush, the second record, was a big step for them, and I feel like Thirst, that dropped 29th of August, I was not expecting them to overtake themselves in terms of production, in terms of sound, and in terms of lyrically, basically. Thirst is amazing in every step. Glow was actually my favorite till now. I'm gonna be very honest here. Glow had like the perfect balance and mixture of instrumentally, kind of lacked a bit, to me personally, in lyrical depth. This has everything, or compared to Hush, even better. Hush had the more like lyrically, it was amazing. Instrumentally, it was pretty good still. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's also a great record, but something like the extra pinch of salt was missing, and I feel like they really, and you can definitely tell that they took a long time to get this done. And as they mentioned in several posts as well, they never had to struggle as much and focus and really like get to feel for these songs as this record. So this might be This might actually be their magnum opus, their biggest record yet. Definitely check that out if you're into dreamy and shoegazy stuff, like me. Another record that is basically just pure fun. I enjoy listening to that when I drive to work. I mean, the name Malevolance, Where Only the Truth is Spoken, came out June 20th. It's a banger. It's just fun. It's hardcore. It's metalcore. It's just straight to the point. It reminds me in so many parts of Sylosis, kind of the new Sylosis, but with way more breakdowns and more like really aggressiveness. You empty your stress levels with this record. Another big name for me between May and August. Definitely check out Malevolence if you haven't. Then we move on. Anfauglir. Yes, it is time for Tolkien again. I know Tolkien is a name that has been used a lot in the black metal scene, but maybe this could be, let's just say, the best Tolkien-inspired metal written so far. The record is called Akallabêth. It came out 27th of June. It is storytelling in its purest form. These are only 4 tracks, so every track is like at least 15 minutes long. One is even, I think, around 20 minutes long. It's insanely long, but really rewarding. It's like it's an experience more. Like it's not like just a simple song or several songs. Obviously, it is Tolkien inspired, so you have a lot of lore. You have a lot of like. It's more like watching a movie, actually. This could be, at least it's better than anything Rings of Power has done so far. That's my take. So, but in a music level. So, Akallabêth definitely, it tells a story of the uprising and downfall of Numenor, which is like a big part in the books, or at least in the Silmarillion as well, and in some. I think it's also like in the Lord of the Rings. But anyway, if you know Tolkien, you should definitely check this out. If you're into symphonic, very orchestral actually, and epic storytelling with black metal elements and with Tolkien. So definitely check that out. Another big name, and that's actually going to be my last one. So this episode is kind of short though, because I mean, who wants to like waste time me explaining what this band is doing? I'm just pointing out names. I think that's the easiest for you to just click in the link in this description below later on and just check them out, because I mean, this is just my honest review. The band is called Ihlo from UK, released an album called Legacy on the 29th of August. These were considered like newcomers in the progressive rock / metal scene in the last few years. I have not checked them out until this record. Damn! It reminds me in several parts of early Periphery, with some very interesting melodic parts and very excellent in terms of, like, I don't know, the sound is crisp, is clear, it's done so well, and kind of like, I don't get it why this band is still so unknown. I mean, it was unknown to me, obviously, but lucky me, I found them, so I will definitely check out what they've done so far, and I think you should too. Another one, that again, I'm going to butcher the name, Arcadia, Waving at the Sky, came out on the 13th of June. The second concept record of this Norwegian rock / metal band has a lot of, like, I will say, the slower parts of Catatonia. There's definitely Opeth in there. Definitely some modern prog elements, like most prog metal bands do nowadays. They are heavily inspired on Opeth, which is fine, really. I really enjoyed this record, especially for the vocals. The vocals are amazing, and actually I think there's a featured song, The Malevolent, which features Haken Ross Jennings. So that's kind of an interesting touch as well. At least this band is maybe has gone a bit through the radar. I feel I have not read much about this band, but it's definitely a band to watch out for. I think they've evolved in a very nice way. I gave the first record a listen, but then again, I had to like at least give some thoughts on the second record, Waving at the Sky, and that's like, it's everything I want. It's everything I want from progressive metal. So to resume this mass of, actually there are quite a few Oh no, there are not too many progressive bands for once. Usually I've like a shit ton of progressive metal bands, but hey, there's 3 out of 7-ish, so it's kind of okay. Let me know what you think. The only thing I might say is that I left out so many. I think Deftones also released a record. I have not gotten the chance yet. These might also end up in the end of the year list. Who knows? There's a Asun Yokai, very, very important. I will definitely check that out. And maybe it will end up here end of the year. Who knows? So with that said, I hope you had fun at least checking out some of these bands. Again, I will put everything in the link in the description below. And details will follow when we are doing, when I'm doing the 3rd part, but it will definitely be, I think, around December. But there's more stuff in the making, and there's more specials in the making. So with that said, I wish you a pleasant day, evening, night, whatsoever. And yeah, thank you very much for watching, like and subscribe, the usual, and we see each other very soon again here. Yeah, have a great one. Bye.